Laura Richardson with Relevate, and we're bringing you another episode of I'm Moving to North Carolina, Now What? So for some of you, you already live here in our great state and are looking to either buy or sell a home. So one of the things that buyers often ask is, when is the best time to see a property? So this is what we call a showing. A showing is a viewing, and it can be virtual or in person, where you're analyzing the property to decide, do I want to put an offer out on this? Am I interested? Do I need to come back a second, third, even fourth time to understand if this is a good fit? So when we look at the 7 days in a week, there are definitely certain days where it's more likely for you to get in and more likely to get your offer accepted. So let's start with when things typically get dropped. So Thursday, Friday historically has been the highest inventory day, meaning all things that are new are hitting the market. During our COVID market, we definitely saw a shift in this where things were populating on any given day of the week. If it was ready, it was hitting the market, oftentimes and coming soon, which means you couldn't even see it in person. And then it would go under contract before it even went active, which is the status where you can actually see it in person and have a showing. So with that being said, Thursday and Friday, when something first hits the market, it is imperative, if this is a good fit for you, to get in as quickly as possible. Because as most of you know, days on market are so important and valuable. It's one of the best marketing tools that you have to get your home sold. So on the flip side, when you're talking about buyers, if it has low days on market, they're going to be more aggressive in their offers. It's going to be more competitive, higher foot traffic. So if you are the buyer, it is really important that you get in within those first few days, because it may not be there after the weekend. The other thing too with those couple of days is that competition could end up driving the offer price up. So if you're a buyer who's just not ready to potentially get into multiple offers, waiting until after the weekend is over might be the best option, which is why on Monday and Tuesday, we usually see a nice little pop for homes that are newer to the market. So within the first couple of weeks, Monday and Tuesday, definitely see a high amount of foot traffic, because buyers sometimes realize that the home is still available to them and they're not going to be in a multiple offer situation. And so they're ready and raring to go. So their heart is now set on something. They didn't want to get it hung too early. So it's important that you know you can be super aggressive Monday and Tuesday and still lock up the property. So then moving forward into the remaining part of the week, Wednesday doesn't tend to be the highest peak day by any means. It's probably one of the slowest foot traffic days. So Friday and Saturday, those are your open house days. We do see a decent amount of foot traffic between when it initially hits the market and then that Monday and Tuesday pop. But Wednesday, for whatever reason, just seems to be more of a low-key kind of getting things together day. I wouldn't say that we don't see any inventory hit on Wednesday. Some folks are gearing up for the weekend and they might put a property in coming soon. But keep in mind, that does mean that you're not going to be able to physically see the home until it actually goes active. A lot of agents will still put all of the information out there so you can still review the documents, kind of tour the area. Definitely recommend going and driving by, making sure it's still a good fit, and then spending that time to go see it in person. So if you're a seller, it is typical for you to list your home Thursday, Friday, either one of those 2 days, and get the highest amount of foot traffic that first week to weekend. And then if you're a buyer, keep in mind, it's all about your prerogative and what's most important. Is it to make sure that you get that home, or is it to get the best deal for the home? Because timing is going to be everything. If you want to know some more tips and tricks on our market here in the Triangle, feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to connect. I'm Laura Richardson with Relevate, and we'll see you on our next episode.